Hi. Are you ready?
Of course I'm ready. What are we ready for?
We are ready for 2020. So obviously, Joy and I are in two different locations. I am in our home in Branson, Missouri. Da, 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 da. Joy, where are you?
I am in a timeshare in Williamsburg, Virginia, where I am spending the holidays with my children. And
Oh,
and they're
how
each experiencing a
fun.
special home. How exciting
And
is that?
it is. And Williamsburg, Virginia, that's a pretty historic place,
It is,
right?
and when you talk about being ready, right? You think
Yeah.
about you think about our country. Were they ready? Were they ready when they got on the ships and came to North America? Were they ready when they pioneered a brand new country? Were they ready when they went west? Were they scared? Was the energy pretty intense? I think so.
I think yes, yes on all counts. I don't know that they were ready to make that journey across the water. I don't know if they were ready for what they had in store for them, but it was definitely an intense experience. I think that the founding people of this country, um, it was an intense, focused experience, and they couldn't possibly think through everything that was going to happen.
Right. And that's kind of the beauty of not waiting to do something until you're ready, because you're always ready. I mean, part of the beauty of the journey of life is jumping in and seeing what happens. Yeah, is it a little scary sometimes? It really depends on how you're framing it. If you're framing it as, what are we going to do next and how cool can it be? Then it's fun to jump in. And, I think everyone experiences a little bit of fear when they're going to that next level of being ready. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you wait until your cells, your brain, your ego, all that says, okay, you're ready, I don't think you'll ever do anything. Because I don't know that you know when you're ready. I think when you're ready, things just start progressing. They start happening. Ideas, people, experiences start presenting themselves because you are ready, even though your little mind may be a little nervous about it. I think that nervousness, as you said, that a little anxiety there, a little take your breath away, I think that's a good thing. I think that keeps us focused, keeps us on our toes, that moves into that energy of the future, which, I don't care what predictor you're talking to, no one can predict the future accurately. No one can really think big enough or detailed enough to accurately predict the future or what is going to happen. They can only do it based on the energy of right here and right now. So when you're feeling into this next year, when you're experiencing the energy of this next year, it's going to be a little intense, don't you think, Joy?
Absolutely. And, I like that word, scared sighted, you know, because you can actually take that little bit of fear that you have and you can use it as energy to get really excited about something. So I like that word, scared sighted, because I think of all the things that I've done with you. I mean, we're constantly going through this scared sighted, and maybe it helps because we have each other to talk us, I won't say down from the ledge, because it's more like up to the ledge, right? To talk us up to the ledge to get to the next space of expansion. And, there's a lot of truth in what Nike says, just do it, because part of the journey is what you learn when you jump in. If you never jump in, you don't get that chance to learn, what could or what will happen.
And so many times I think people are not sure what they're jumping into or how to jump into it, and they want to jump, but they don't know what they want to jump into. I think that's what your new course is a little bit about, is the Mission Possible, right?
Yeah, well, you and I, we're always looking at our messaging. We're always looking at what we're doing as Adironda and Company, and what do people want, and what do people need in their lives right now, and what's happening in our life that we've learned amazing lessons from that we can share with other people. Adironda always tells us that we're out in front, we're hacking the trail, that you're the hacker, and I'm usually right a step behind you, and because of that, we hope that we inspire people.
Well, maybe we should define hacker.
Yeah, not like a computer hacker, but like, old school machete, hacking through the jungle and creating a new trail. Definitely an old school hacker, not a new
Thank
school
you.
hacker.
Now continue.
Okay, so Mission Possible, we did a survey a little while ago, and we asked people, what do you want? And it was like over 80% of our audience said, I want some online classes. And we do so much live, and we really love that live audience. And I feel like we need both online and live, but we're focused this year in 2020 on really expanding our Everything is Possible Clerkshop, which we have in Mexico in March. And because of that, it kind of spun out this program called Mission Possible, because in private sessions with Adironda, the three big questions that everybody asks is, where's my sweetheart? And if I'm not married to my sweetheart, where is my sweetheart? And where's my big stack of cash? And the one that we like to tackle the absolute most, which is, what's my life purpose? And so we've rolled out this new program called Mission Possible, which we actually have a webinar on December 28th that we will have the link up. You'll get an email from about it if you're on our email list, or hopefully our team will post the link here. And it will tell you a lot more about how to figure out what your life purpose is. And one of the things that we found in the Everything is Possible Clerkshop is that people come into the clerkshop excited, and they may even think that they know their life mission. But once they start working through these exercises, they realize that your life mission may actually be something that is totally out of the box. I mean, 10 years ago, I never in a million years would I ever dream that this is what I would be doing with my life. But like Adironda says, you take every single skill that you've ever loved and ever done, and you pull it all together, and that contains your life purpose. It's a little scared-sighted, don't you think?
It is scared-sighted. And that's what happens when you start opening that doorway of, well, what's possible in my purpose? What's possible in my existence? What's possible in my life? And sometimes we sort of sit and tremble a little bit, the scared-sightedness. But once you have that feeling that you would like to experience in your life, then things start showing up just mystically to help you clarify, focus, connect with that. Just like the Mission Possible. Joy has Mission Possible and Mission Accomplished, which are two different programs, but they are related to each other. And in those programs, we're helping people find their life purpose, experience it, clarify it, and then move forward with it, right?
Right. And Mission Possible is like in my opinion, is like the best way to go into 2020, because we're starting it on January 1. It's a 30-day challenge that by the end of the 30 days, by the end of the 30 days, you will have written your life mission statement. And the thing about mission statements, and about life missions, life purposes is that, you know, it can be as big or as small as you want, but when you have that mission statement about your life, and of course it changes all the time, you know, ours probably changes twice a year, but it changes all the time. When you have that statement, it's really easy to choose the directions you go in. You know, I know a lot of people, I was talking to my daughter about this just yesterday, is they make decisions to do things with their time that they get torn about down the road. You know, they commit to things because they want people's approval, right? It's not because they really want to do that task or they really want to do that, you know, experience. It's because a lot of times people want people's approval. So they go ahead and they commit to things that down the road just don't feel right in your body. You know, you start like not wanting to do it, or like me, my pattern is resentfulness, or like your pattern is you get angry. You know, we all have these patterns that when we don't know what our focus is, what our purpose is, when we don't have that life mission statement, it's really easy to get thrown off of our course because we're just kind of going along with what comes along. But when you have that focus, it's really easy in the world of free choice to make the choices that are aligned with your soul.
You know, and as we make the choices that are aligned with our soul, as we say, things start showing up when we're ready for them. I can't tell you how many people I have contact me and ask me to teach them how to channel because they'd like to be a professional channel. And they think they know their purpose and they want to be a professional channel. And we developed the How to Channel course that we teach with Lee at his live interactive events. And now we're going into part 2 of that because we're going back to cities that we went to. But it really does require more of a commitment to truly open yourself to channel than just a little 6-hour or 12-hour workshop. And so I've developed Channelers Academy, which I'm so excited about, and it's going to be online where multiple people can take it all at the same time. And what we're seeing is when we offer online classes, you know, you don't have to pay the hotel, you don't have to do all that, but it helps people further their mission, further their desire for living that wonderful life that they really are choosing to live. And I think that's really what 2020 is all about, is what is it going to take for you in this master builder year and organizational year to build the mastery that's within you. That was the message that came through for the 2020 1-1. We're going to do 1-1, a big free webinar for the double digit. And, you know, I'm just excited because I can't seem to see beyond that. and it does. It makes me a little nervous, but I know I can see. Yeah, that's scared excited. Plus, you know, holographic healing is coming up, level 5 of the certification. And the things that are coming in are so exciting that I know they are for all people. That because we're kind of, as you say, we're the hackers. We're the ones out in front saying, go this way. and with everything is possible. And that's the frequency of this year, is everything is possible. You know, to say yes to every opportunity that presents and to learn how to distinguish between your discernment, learn how to distinguish between a true opportunity, your ego created opportunity, and something that you may be a sidetrack or a distraction. And I think that's one of the things that Mission Possible, Mission Accomplished, all those wonderful classes with Joy, with Solopreneur are addressing. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about alignment with your soul. I read a book, I think it's been out about 2 years now, and I highly recommend it. It's called The New Human by Lee Carroll and Cryon. And it's all about, if you are experiencing some intense energy, Marilyn and I realized last January how to take that energy and woohoo, get into the slipstream, we call it, just like ride that wave of energy. And that is when you learn to know that your brain, your conscious and subconscious mind is actually your friend, but you got to know how to work with it, because it can trick you. That's where your ego comes up, and it can throw you off. It's where those decisions where you're doing things to appease people rather than you're doing things to be in alignment with your soul. And also your heart, right? When you are in alignment with your soul and you're using your heart to think, you're using your heart to feel, you're using your heart to make decisions, then you are really feeling that soul alignment. And when you know how to use your pineal, when you know how to channel, that is the new human. When you can use all three of those things at once. And that's basically what we've done is we've taken that, our weekend clerk shop, Everything is Possible, is understanding how to work with your brain and your heart, right? And the how to channel is understanding how to use your pineal. And now when you get all of these things going, and maybe you already know how to do these things, Mission Possible is like the next place to go, because it gets you into that life mission statement that just keeps you on track. It keeps it right in front of you. So there are no questions about the direction you need to go. And then Scared Sighted just becomes so much fun.
It's so exciting to think about what's happening right now in our world, how everything is changing and reorganizing itself, and we are as well. That's that master builder. What are we building? I'm just excited about everything that's happening in this next year. I know you are. I know our people, our friends, our pod, our tribe are excited. And so when you feel that little scared sightedness, that little anxiety, a little excitement, realize that what you could be doing is stepping into your slipstream. So say yes to that flow, huh?
Yeah, or jumping into your slipstream. It's like a slip and slide. You take a running start and whoo, you're on it, and then you go with it. It's so much
slip
fun.
And slide. Or we could be driving into our slipstream.
Yeah. That's kind of an inside joke with that.
You have to ask us about the inside joke of driving into your soul stream. Anyway, I've got lots of things to do. I know you do too, right?
I do, and I'm so happy to connect with all of our people out there. And I wish everyone a happy holiday and an amazing Master Builder 2020 New Year. And
we will see you on 1/1 at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 2 o'clock Mountain time, 3 o'clock Central time, 4 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what time it will be in Australia, but we will see you at that time, in that day part, live and in person for our free with Randy Luna, kicking off the new year, building the mastery that's within you, huh?
Yeah, and don't forget, December, is it 28th or 29th? Sunday, what is that day? I think it's December 29th, Sunday. Watch your email. You'll get a link for it, a webinar on your life purpose and the 30-day challenge going into January.
I'm excited about that. I'm taking it.
I'm scared.
I know what my life purpose is. However, someone very wise told me recently to go into every class as though you were brand new and see what happens as a result of that. Go into every class as though you didn't know anything and then see what you receive. So I'm excited about being in that class.
Me too. Me too. Namaste.
Okay,
y'all.
we'll see you. Namaste, y'all.